Whenever you are. Okay. We'll go ahead and start this board meeting. The board, oh my gosh, the time is now 6:30 and we'll go ahead and start this Tipp City Exempted Village Schools board meeting. We'll start with the Pledge of Allegiance. Too many words. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Mr. Stevens, will you please call the roll?
Mrs. Drum?
Here.
Mrs. McMurray?
Here.
Mrs. Dillard?
Here.
Mr. Maines?
Yes, here.
Mr. Thompson?
Here.
All
Right.
present and accounted for. We have a quorum and can continue the meeting.
Excellent, thank you. At this time, I would love a motion for approval of the agenda.
I'll motion to approve the agenda.
Moved by Mrs. McMurray. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mrs. Dillard. Is there any discussion? All right, hearing none, we'll proceed to vote.
McMurray?
Yes.
Dillard?
Yes.
Drum?
Yes.
Maines?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
All right, motion passes. So first, we're going to start with student recognition. Mr. Moran. It's my favorite part.
Early in the school year, but we do have a couple of academic recognitions of students. And so when I call your name, you come up here, do your certificate. Board will congratulate you, and then you have to go over and get your picture taken with Miss Robbins over there as well. And parents, you're welcome to get pictures anywhere along the path. So, first off, we're doing LT ball. So Jonah McLean was selected as a national mass star. He was one of the 102 selected across the country from over 6,000 applicants. He'll be going to Houston, Texas for a welcome weekend, and this is a huge honor for him. Also involved in the award is a substantial amount of financial support for a lot of great things that he's going to be involved in. So really want to commend his effort and his overcoming and doing some great stuff here at the middle or at the LT ball. And you're, what grade are you in again, Jonah?
Fourth.
Fourth grade. So this is your second year here, so it's easy, right? Congratulations.
Good job, Jonah.
Good baseball player too, wow. Sure is.
Wow.
And our next award goes out to a Tippecanoe High School student. And again, he's going to correct me here because I'm going to screw it up, I'm sure. Zaichung Gua. Zichung, sorry, not Zai. Zichung Gua. Coming up here, Zichung was recognized for a National Merit semifinalist, which is a big honor. And maybe, we don't know if there's any money yet to it, but there possibly some scholarships and stuff with it as well, correct?
Yes.
With the national.
Thank you, sir.
No, thank you, congratulations.
Thank you.
Big deal.
And Zichung, favorite part of the high school is what?
Honestly, I'm not sure. High school was pretty good.
Any favorite classes or anything?
I wouldn't say there's a favorite class. Most of my classes are pretty good, you know.
You like it?
Yeah.
Students are good.
Spread the love to
Students
everybody.
are good. Classmates are good.
Perfect.
And I've learned a lot of new things.
Great, well,
Okay.
we appreciate your work.
If not, you keep us posted.
You go get your picture thank
Yep. Lots of good stuff right
you. And
there.
then,
His mom was
once he
saying
gets his
he's going to Ohio
picture and
State.
stuff, you're welcome to stay, but you can
Like,
go as
it's
well.
very interesting going to Ohio State, so.
Brother is like, you want to stay, right? You got homework or something you want to do?
I love that they all look so familiar too. Like
Very
so-
good kids.
They very good kids. They all three boys look so similar. Okay. Oh, Addie's always competing with Eli and Clint. They do theater together, and so the two of them are always like And then academically, they're very similar, so it's kind of funny. All right, you ready? Next is building project update is our next item. And you guys don't have to stay if you don't want to.
Have a
It
good
ends up
night.
being a long evening.
Bye. Congratulations. Yay.
Adios, amigos.
All right, so the bus maintenance garage, as you can see, on the south end here is, supports are going up for the pre-engineered metal building that were just delivered last week. They have started the gas tank platform, and we'll be doing that work. Hopefully, asphalt will be put down at the beginning of October, and we can get in as soon as possible. As soon as we get into there, that's when the old bus garage can get moved, or demolished, excuse me, as well. The PK8 building, as you can see, they created a new staff parking lot for the Tipp Middle School staff. That's kind of where Nevin's, the north end of Nevin was. That will be the temporary parking spot for staff as they start doing site work. So I think starting tomorrow, everything around, in between the middle school and LT Ball, all the way out, will be fenced around, and this will become a construction site in the next few days. That'll be fenced off. LT Ball, the light, that entrance is going to be fenced off. This will become an active site. Once that's done, they start doing work. One of the first things they'll be doing is a detention pond where Nevin Kopic building was, as part of the EPA stormwater removal process, and start doing site work. So they'll actually bring in dirt and to build up the pad, and January, February, looking to have things coming out of the ground. So it's moving. It just doesn't, it seems like it's fast but slow at the same time.
So once they block that whole parking lot, where do we enter for the?
So it'll be on the south end. So this
Okay.
is the main entrance. This is where kids
This will
and
be the main-
kids and parent
yeah, have
drop
been
off.
dropping
This will
off,
be
yeah.
where the main,
Okay.
that whole, and vast
Parking lot.
parking
Yeah,
lot
yeah.
will be
Okay.
open.
Cool.
Correct.
Awesome.
It's very cool.
I know.
And I think that's, also with part of the site work is creating some temporary, and I, at the pre-site package I mentioned, there'll be some new parking lot that goes for the middle school on the north and east side. And that will be temporary during the construction, because this part that they're parking now will then become lay-down yard
Yeah.
for the construction site. Then in 2026, the actual in between the middle school and LT Ball will extend all the way down and be fenced in, so there will not be access to here. Through that way, you'll have to access to the
Through the-
new
yeah.
access road north of Nevin Kopic to get to this lot.
Yeah.
And everything will work out there.
Yep.
So, a lot of moving parts. Everybody's been cooperative. Appreciate again the parents and with drop off and pickup have been very good and safe, and timing. So it's been going pretty smooth.
And I know it's a pain, but it's a temporary pain for the end result. Thank you to our parents and community and our bus drivers and everybody for just adapting.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of excitement coming. I can't wait. Okay. All right, at this time, citizens may address the board. Let me grab the paper real quick. Sorry, I must not your computer things. Okay, our first speaker is Mr. Donald Watson. Mr. Watson?
Well, it's been a joyful summer and a sad one. For God offered his love to people, everybody. Having lost my mother this spring, going to the cemetery to take flowers to her grave, you see many fresh graves in the cemetery. And it's sad, as I said, use the word sad, because several of these people did not claim the Lord. And that's what's the sad part. But the joyful part is when I go to the cemetery and I see many former postal patrons that I carried their mail, and you knew their life. And that's a joyful thing to see them there. What did Jesus do on the way to the grave of Lazarus? The shortest verse in the Bible, Jesus wept. This was on earth. For sure, this happened in Central Texas when that Heaven 27 were killed this year in the flood. Weather is not a respective of people. It goes all over the earth. He also wept in heaven when this board voted not to have a safe place in the new Tipp K through 8. For the weather will come in the next 50 years. Again, it is not a respecter of certain people. That is said. As I have brought up about the second coming of Christ, you probably got the box mailer in the mail. It seems to be the hot topic now, since things all over the earth are happening that's never happened simultaneously before. We are in the last days. As you choose. But last week, happiness was at the football game, the Hall of Fame, when 3 deceased athletes, all friends of mine. But the Hall of Fame was set up for what was supposed to be the Tipp City achievements, not what you did in college, because as I have told you before, in the 3rd grade, LT Ball kept back a whole 3rd grade class. Well, that class progressed to be seniors. They were led by 2 of my friends that were in that class. Well, they were a year older. As soon as they graduated, Bud Robinson, regional basketball, led us to regional basketball finals. He didn't get to go to college. So he should be considered the Hall of Fame, because it's Tipp City Hall of Fame, not college. The Army is included also. He had to go. Also, John Boitras, a great kicker on the football team with Elkie Richards. He was also drafted in Vietnam. The athletic director needs to know this high school is a Hall of Fame for the high school, not just college. What does it mean to fear God? Do you long for a more intimate relationship with your Creator? Does He seem distant, even elusive? John Bevere assures us that God is near, but perhaps something utterly essential is missing from your walk with Him, the fear of the Lord. In the awe of God, Bevere invites you to take a fresh look at what it means to work out your salvation with fear and trembling. This largely forgotten virtue is the uncommon path to a fulfilled and fruitful life. You will discover how holy fear is vital to a close relationship with God.
30 seconds, sir.
Pardon?
30 seconds.
Frees us from all other fears and anxieties, and purifies our inward motives and intentions, and leads us into true wisdom, understanding, and knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you. And Mr. Watson, I'm sorry to hear about your mother.
I can't.
I'm sorry to hear about your mother. I said I'm sorry to hear about your mother.
Thank you.
Okay, next is informational reports with the Miami Valley CTC meeting minutes.
Yes, we had our regular meeting on August 12th. I believe you have the agenda for that meeting. And as you can see, for the most part, it's pretty much identical to our agenda. We had some resignations, some retirements, new hires and substitutes. We had a few donations. One of the things, though, that was our legal status update from the state of Ohio with the new House bill that's up. And one of the things that we concentrated on was the fact that we have to have a new cell phone policy by December 31st. So we're currently working on that at this time. And of course, Tipp already has a policy in place, so we're ahead of the schedule here. So that's a good thing. The other thing that was so interesting this month is some of our new curriculum is concentrated on artificial intelligence. And everybody knows, we see it all out there. There's AI, AI this, AI that, AI that. You know, personally, AI kind of scares me a little bit, but that's neither there nor there. I'm kind of an old techie guy, not a new techie guy. But Dr. Weldy shared an article with all of us, and maybe you already saw it. It's been in the Dayton Daily News recently, and we were talking about that very subject. And artificial intelligence increases in the workplace now, and Miami Valley Career Tech administrators feel that it's important to teach our students to use AI in an ethical, learning-driven ways. And that's extremely important. Career Tech centers have long trained students with AI on using things like robots in the factories, but newer forms of artificial intelligence, including what is called large language models, which are identified or nicknamed, I guess, LLMs, or AI that uses large amounts of information to process and generate text and language similar to humans. Students can use the LLMs to write papers and claim the work as their own. And some LLM programs collect student data, something districts can legally do. The MVCTC administration decided that using AI was going to be a focus for this school year after talking to local business leaders and seeing how AI is advancing. Our assistant superintendent, Rhonda Phillips, she's in charge of instruction at the MVCTC, said that possibilities of LLMs are potentially great for education. She said, I compare it to back when Google first appeared, that now we see how much it has changed education. Dr. Phillips said, I really foresee AI being able to take education to the next step, and I get very excited. So the MVCTC program is using a program called Magic School, which has been adopted by several other districts in Ohio, including Dublin City Schools, according to the Magic Schools website. A spokesman for Magic Schools said the company is partnered with 120 school districts in Ohio with more than 70,000 educators using the platform. So it's set up for schools with options for teachers like lesson planning, making tests and rubrics, and writing emails, and ways for students to interact, including study aids, tutoring tools, and interactive learning opportunities designed to strengthen engagement and professional writing skills. She said that the school began the pilot AI in classrooms last year. She said that CTC administrators were focused on getting teachers on board with using AI and making sure that they have enough training. Our philosophy is that we train the teachers, we give them the tools they need. It will then in turn train our students to correctly use AI. And we want our students to learn how to use AI to get better, but not to get out of doing the work. So it's too early to exactly know how students are reacting to the platform yet, but no one has complained about it that we're aware of. Our spokesman, Kelly Young, said that the school is taking a slower approach to AI and was concerned about student and data safety while integrating it into the classroom. She said our teachers have gotten initial training from an outside contractor, which Dr. Phillips said was Hamilton County Education Service Center, and this contract has the employee coming 4 to 5 times a year, and the staff can sign up for coaching sessions. There's also an AI tech team of staff members who provide ongoing support to their peers. So it's coming, you know, it's here, and I know our schools are working on it too. And you know, it's very important to train the students and the teachers to be the best at proper use of AI as they can be, and it will be a good future. That's my report.
Ohio State is requiring all incoming students to take an AI course.
And there's one other thing too. I'm happy to announce that the person who is taking my position next year at MVCTC
No, Rick, no. No, Rick, we're not discussing that right now.
is another person.
We're not discussing that at the moment.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, though. Thank you. Okay. Cindy, did you have any reports?
Well, Tipp Monroe Community Services did meet on August 21st. It was a pretty routine kind of agenda. All the subcommittees reported. Nothing really new. They're really focusing on the Mum Festival. It's just around the corner with the 5K. And so really nothing new there.
And Parks?
The Parks Board canceled their meeting.
Okay.
So
Okay. I was not at T.
T had their first meeting of the year.
Yes.
Happy to be back. A lot of smiling faces there. And I was at the beginning. I didn't stick around for the end, but I'm sure it went fine and plans for next year.
Katie, anything important? Okay. Thanks, guys. Sorry, I had a soccer game, so. Okay. All right, any other reports? Okay. Next, we'll move on to Treasurer's Report. Mr. Stevens, monthly financial report.
All right, attached is the monthly financial report for August. Things are looking really well. We still have a nice healthy cash balance, again, largely because of the construction project balance, but we do have enough funds in the general fund. It's at $17 million at the end of August 31st. There is the interest investment summary detail in there that shows the funds that we've received in interest. And on the budget versus actual report, comparing our activity to the May 2025 5-year forecast, which will be outdated here very soon, we are performing exactly where we want to be. Everything is hitting all the levels. The only two items that are there are a couple items outside which were the same as they were last month. We have the science of reading money that came in of about $140,000. That is being input into the forecast so that it no longer is one of those outliers. And then we also had transfers and advances in when we funded the federal grants to make them so that they weren't in the hole, and we got the money back from the state, and we have repaid that funding back. We have received the refund from the ESC that was overpaid at the end of fiscal year 2025. We also received a refund from the state employee retirement system because they had overestimated the amount of payroll for last year. Awesome. And we had remitted $15,000 more than was needed, and they've refunded that money back to us. And so those are on the revenues. On the expense side, supplies and materials are higher than expected, but not expected because it's the beginning of the school year. We're buying all of our stuff up front. The increase from last month to this month was hardly any. So they're holding very steady from July to August. Other than that, things are looking well. Any questions, there are concerns that I might answer for board members?
All right.
I will just tack on, I would like to suggest that we're going to need to have a special board meeting between now and now and the end of the month. The 5-year forecast has to be submitted to the state, and we also have to finalize the 2026 budget. And so I'm just, if you guys can think in your heads before the end of the meeting, if there are any good days for you that we might be able to do that. I was looking at the calendar, September 30th. I know that's the last day of the month, but if we could approve that on the September 30th, that's a Tuesday. It's 2 weeks from now. That's just a thought. But it has to be on or before September 30th, so,
Okay,
yeah,
you'll be gone.
No, my child will be home.
okay.
Sorry.
That's quite all right. Unless there are some other things that pop up because of the construction project, they would probably be the only 2 items on the agenda. Just a special meeting for the 5-year
It could be a
forecast.
10, 15-minute meeting
Mhm.
you're looking at.
Yeah, 10, 15
How long?
If
minutes.
you can do it at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, does it have to be at later at night? Can
No,
it
we
be
can-
earlier?
we
If we
can
can
do
do
it
it
whenever.
earlier. What about you, Kenny?
Okay.
5's good.
Okay.
Okay, so it's just think about that for now. Maybe at the end of the meeting, we can just discuss it again.
Okay. For a quick meeting.
Yeah.
I will shove some things around and we will make that happen. All right,
Sounds
fantastic. Okay. All right, next, I would love a motion for the ORC 5704.41 purchase order certificate. Then and now fiscal year 25 for September 2026. Wait, yeah, there's, the public content is listed below of the purchase order for, oh, this is, we talked about this, right? The heater plumbing for the gas line for the building, right?
Yes.
Building
Yeah,
project?
if we-
Okay,
Yeah.
yes, go ahead, sorry.
We'll need a motion in a second.
Okay, I was going through it in my brain to make sure I knew what I was even
Thompson.
talking about. Moved by Mr. Thompson, is there a second?
A second.
Second by Mrs. Dillard.
So we did have one invoice that came in that is over $3,000, and we didn't have a purchase order in place, and this was for the gas line work for the, when we had the gas shut off for the Nevin Coppock building. They shut off more than they should have, and they took away some of the equipment, and we suddenly found ourselves without gas at the high school.
Or middle
And-
school.
Middle school.
Middle school, I'm sorry, at the middle school. High school's not even here.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a
And
long line.
I have to do a shout out to Mrs. Hagan, who spent a lot of time and effort trying to work with the gas company and getting these things taken care of. They ended up having to come in and custom make equipment to fit the old pipes that we had because they got rid of the things that they took away. And so we originally were not sure who was going to be paying for that work. We didn't know if there was going to be a cost for it because we didn't cause that issue. And it turns out, so we didn't have a PO in place, and we did receive a $10,000 invoice from the gas company stating you need to pay this. So because it's over $3,000 and there was no PO in place, we do need board approval as of then and now, because we did have funds, we did have the funds, we just didn't have the PO.
Right.
So that is why we are looking at this item today.
Okay, any other discussion?
Just to clarify, so we are being stuck with the bill on this?
Yes, we are.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There's no recourse for us at all? We just have to
I
pay it?
believe that Kim has tried every avenue, and they've just said, no, this is your issue. Yeah, and the other thing was, she had to work really hard to make sure that they recognized that school was starting mid-August, and we had to have gas in the building, or we couldn't have school.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
And they're not contracted to come back again, are they?
Well, in fact, Kim,
This
looking-
this was not a heater issue.
Oh.
This was a
This was a-
center point issue.
Oh,
Yeah.
I apologize, yes. The
Okay.
PO is to Heater Plumbing, because
They
they're the
fixed the
ones that had to
problem.
fix the
They
problem.
helped
Fixed
fix
it.
the problem.
Yes.
Centerpoint caused it.
They
Centerpoint
caused
caused it.
Yeah, and Centerpoint.
Thank you, heater.
Yes, that is why we're stuck with it, because Centerpoint has,
They said, peace out.
yeah,
Okay.
yep. And we didn't, we can't leave Heater Plumbing holding the
Well,
bag.
yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah. But Mrs. Hagan, looking ahead into the future, has figured out how to make it so that that Centerpoint Energy will spend as little time as possible, right? Didn't you get it set up to where it's not going to really be affecting us in the future?
The bus garage is already disconnected, and when we turn everything over to the new, we can tap in, so
Yeah.
we kind of did some preventive,
Yeah. No more taking things away.
Yeah.
just adding
Yeah.
at this point.
Okay.
But that's all I have on that one.
Thank you.
Any other adding to it? No, that's it. Okay. Hearing no other discussion, we'll go ahead and proceed to vote.
Thompson?
Yes.
Dillard?
Yes.
Drum?
Yes.
Maines?
Yes.
McMurray?
Yes.
All right, motion passes. Next, a motion for approval of the rates of tax as determined by Miami County Budget Commission for the year 2025 be accepted. Below, you'll see public content for tax rates that were approved by the board on March 18th. And then this is the approval of the renewal emergency levy issue that was approved by the voters on May 6th. And the collection of the tax will begin next year.
I'll move that we approve the supplemental rate certificates of 2025.
Okay.
I'll second.
Okay, moved by Mrs. Dillard and seconded by Mrs. McMurray. Is there any discussion?
This is just, we usually approve the tax rates every March.
Yeah.
If you recall, I've included the link to the ones that we approved in March 2025, which were all of our other levies, but because of the renewal on May 6th of our emergency levy, the Miami County Budget Commission has said you need to approve the new rate for right now. But what's going to be really interesting is that we're going to do it again in March of 2026. So they sent it to me, said you need to do it, so we're going to do it. So I do have a document for
Yeah.
all of the board
We
members
need
to
to sign.
sign. Please do not leave before signing that document.
Got it.
Okay, any other discussion? All right, hearing none, we'll proceed to vote.
Dillard?
Yes.
McMurray?
Yes.
Drum?
Yes.
Maines?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
All right, motion passes. Next is advances. Approval of the following advance, $15,000 from the 001 General Fund to the 3009450 Middle School Athletic Fund. So I'd love a motion for the approval of the following advance.
I'll motion.
Okay, moved by Mr. Thompson. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Second by Mr. Maines. And then Mr. Stevens, would you like to start the discussion?
In July, we did a $50,000 advance to the high school athletic fund in anticipation of revenues, season passes and things, to keep them out of the negative for a negative fund balance. The middle school is in the same boat. They're right at a negative fund balance, so we'd like to just advance some funds over to cover them. And then once they have the funding, we'll transfer it back over to the general fund.
That brings up an interesting question. When the passes are sold, for athletic passes, they also go for middle school too.
The passes, yes, this was brought up by the athletic directors. When we sell passes, all the funds are deposited into the high school athletic fund.
That's what my question was gonna be.
There are no revenues to the middle school.
Okay, that was my question.
So we'll have to determine if we would like to have a breakdown, a percentage breakdown of what goes to the high school and what goes to the middle school to help fund the activities.
Yeah, because it might be good to have like well, I guess they're tracking them now, so it doesn't matter.
On who has,
So when they get scanned, they're tracking.
oh, to see how many people are using
Yeah,
it. Okay,
'cause I
that'd
was
be
gonna
good.
say previously it'd been good with the, well, and not the plastic passes though, 'cause maybe we should have a sign-in sheet for plastic passes. Sorry, I'm thinking ahead.
Okay.
Just kidding.
But yes, that has been brought to my attention that the middle school does not receive any funding from the athletic sales,
Okay.
the athletic pass sales.
Okay. Sorry. All right. Yes, any other discussion? Okay, we'll go ahead and vote on the advance.
Thompson?
Yes.
Maines?
Yes.
Drum?
Yes.
Dillard?
Yes.
McMurray?
Yes.
All right, motion passes. Next is going to be consent agenda. So under the consent agenda is prior meeting minutes from August 19th, the work session, as well as the regular meeting, retirements, educational upgrades, substitutions, supplements, after-school supervision, curriculum committee, evaluation committee, home instruction tutors, instructional technology coaches, LPDC committee, resident educator mentors, blanket approval for the overnight trips due to state competitions, Miami County Attendance Officer Services, donation acceptance from Patrick Hellman Memorial Fund, donation acceptance from Honda, and donation acceptance from Cross Country at Tipp Fund in memorial of Dave Lytle. All right, I would love a motion for the approval of the consent agenda.
Oh, go ahead, sir.
Mr. Maines,
I'll move we approve the consent agenda.
seconded by Mrs. McMurray.
I'll second, yep.
And
Is
thank
there-
you to the donors.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go ahead and vote.
Maines,
Yes.
McMurray,
Yes.
Dillard,
Yes.
Drum,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Motion passes on the consent agenda. New business items. A is the software upgrade for the HVAC controls for LT Ball, Tipp Middle School, and Tipp High School. Motion for approval to purchase the Niagara software upgrades for LT Ball, Tipp Middle School, and Tipp High School HVAC controls through, is it
Weibel.
Weibel?
Weibel.
Weibel Energy Solutions. This will be effective through November 15th, 2028 at the cost of $10,973 and is being purchased through the,
It's Equalis.
thank you, Equalis contract COG 2124A. This is necessary to cover the expired software that is beginning to fail and has been developed by our current, and developed for our current needs with our new system being installed at LT Ball and Tipp High School with all the upgrades in the new building.
Yep.
And I'm right that this is the software
I'll
we're
motion.
talking about, and will work no matter what, right? Okay.
I'll motion that we approve the purchase of the Niagara software upgrade for LT Middle School and High School HVAC
Thank you.
controls through Weibel Energy Systems.
Well, thanks for reading all of that for me. That was so
Okay.
nice of you.
No problems.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, second by Mr. Thompson. Is there any discussion? All right, hearing none, we'll proceed to vote.
We need HVAC.
Yeah. We need to be able to control our HVAC.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Yeah.
McMurray,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Dillard,
Yes.
Drum,
Yes.
Maines.
Yes.
Motion passes. Next, item B is athletic support service pay fees. So at this time, I'd love a motion to approve the athletic service pay rates that we talked about during the work session that are also enclosed in public content.
I'll motion.
I'll second.
All right, thank you guys. Athletic worker rates. Okay, so that was Mr. Thompson and seconded by
Mrs. Dillard.
Mrs. Dillard. Is there any discussion? All right, hearing none, we'll proceed to vote.
Thompson,
Yes.
Dillard,
Yes.
Drum,
Yes.
Maines,
Yes.
McMurray.
Yep. Yes.
Motion passes for the changes to the athletic support fees. All right, next is the motion to approve the Tipp City early site electrical procurement as presented by Shook Construction. Under public content, you'll find the electric early procurements, which include the furnishings and delivery of the electrical distribution switchboard, the panel boards, which have surge devices on the outside. The natural gas engine driven generator set, transmission switches, along with required submittals for approval. Installation will be completed by the installing contractor. Is there a motion?
A motion that we approve.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Mr. Maines and Mrs. McMurray. Is there any discussion?
After
So
you.
since we were talking about gas lines, all of a sudden I have a question about this. So does this have to coincide with the electrical company? Like, do they have to come out and approve it, or do we have to get?
I believe that this is just the purchasing of these items. We're having to order them
Okay.
now so that they'll be here when they come. They'll be here in time to be installed, and it will be installed by the, what did it say, by the contractor.
Beacon is the
Beacon.
award. But we were working with the city, like electric, to make sure
Okay.
that everything, as you can notice, there's a pole, new pole up, so they'll be underground, but we're working with them to make sure there's a good flow for them. Just even with utilities for water, everything, all those utilities are being worked through plans with the city. At the same time, we have bi-weekly meetings with them to update what's been done as well as what's coming up and answer any questions.
And what about like county inspectors? Are they there too
So the-
on that?
So the building
I'm
official.
just curious, I'm
The
sorry.
building official is Rob England,
Oh,
who
yeah.
is out of the Miami County building official, and he was at a meeting yesterday with fire and police and him and us.
These guys are all over the
In order
place.
To make sure that things are done, they come out and inspect things as well. So we're all on the same page and address any needs right away.
We're probably having to order these now because they're probably quite long lead times, correct?
Potentially,
Yeah.
yeah. And
I think
who
last
knows
summer-
what could happen in the middle of ordering and
Right.
things like that, so.
Stuff you've been
Trying to get
doing.
this here, so when they're ready to be installed, they're here
Yeah.
on hand.
These guys are really good at what they do when it comes to timing and planning these things out and all the lead times that they have.
Yeah.
They've got their finger on the pulse of what's happening. It's always interesting to hear when we have our bi-weekly meetings every other Wednesday. They're like, oh yeah, did you hear what's going on? And these things are getting harder to get, or we can get these faster. It's,
Schedule is very detailed in their
yeah,
documents.
very detailed.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
Their meetings are really cool.
Yeah, large electrical devices are usually very long lead time nowadays.
Yeah.
Transformers were up to 2 years not long ago.
And we're actually designing, doesn't this
They're
include?
working on, no, the transformer is something we have to get through the city.
Yeah,
That's great.
they're working on it. as
Well,
we speak.
or we have to get through them or find it somewhere else. Some of it's lead time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Hopefully the lead time has shrunk, but I know those specifically are long lead times.
it's a custom design, right? It's-
Yeah.
Yeah, it's built, it's just, like you said, it's a year out.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's better than 2. It's shrunk.
It has.
right.
See, I like the positive
There you
side of
go.
it. There you go. There you go.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, any other discussion on the, okay, hearing none, we'll go ahead and proceed to vote.
Maines,
Yes.
McMurray,
Yes.
Dillard,
Yes.
Drum,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
All right, motion passes for the early electrical procurements. Next, I would need a motion to authorize the superintendent to purchase a 3-year builder's risk insurance policy for the K-8 building project from Travelers Insurance Company through Hamler Gingrich Insurance for the period of September 1st of 2025 through September 1st of 2028 at a cost of $131,895.
I'll move for the approval.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, moved by Mr. Maines and seconded by Mrs. Dillard. Is there any discussion?
This is a requirement to have for the project. It is a co-fundable expense with the state and the district. So 58% district, 42% OFCC. We need to have this in place before we can move forward with all the big construction. We did a much smaller one for the bus garage project, and I believe for the Nevin Coppic demo, those were much smaller in cost and scope. We did have Hamler Gingrich, who's our insurance broker, go and get quotes from numerous companies, and the Travelers Insurance Company gave us the lowest quote by, I think it was a large margin, wasn't it, Kim? Yeah.
Good.
So, yep. And this, the contractors are itching for this to be inked. So.
Okay. Any other discussion? All right, hearing none, we'll proceed to vote.
Maines,
Yes.
Dillard,
Yes.
Drum,
Yes.
McMurray,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
All right, motion passes for the builder's insurance. The next item on the agenda is miscellaneous, which is upcoming meetings. So really quickly, calendar-wise, the 30th at 5 PM, that would work if we did a special meeting?
Yes.
Okay. Yes?
That'd be fine.
Okay. So Aaron, I'm gonna, okay. we're good on that. I just wanted to discuss it really quick before we do anything else.
Where will that be? Board office?
Board office.
Okay.
Okay.
And you'll get us that stuff
Yes.
Okay.
next week, by next week, so we can review it and ask questions?
You bet.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. And our next board meeting is scheduled for regular board meetings.
21st.
Thank you. Our next regular board meeting will take place on October 21st with a work session at 5 p.m. and a regular meeting scheduled for 6:30 p.m.
So it's currently scheduled for 6. Did we like this 6:30? Because,
I personally really liked having a little bit of a break.
Yeah,
okay.
and not having to rush.
Yeah.
Okay, so, we can change it each month for the rest of the year, because right now our meetings were set for 6 o'clock. I could just send out the notification like I did for this meeting to say that it's been rescheduled for 6:30. I think the other thing we could do is actually have an agenda item that updates the rest of the regular meeting
Okay.
times, and maybe we put that on the next meeting.
Yeah, let's put that on the,
Can
Yeah,
we
we
put
can do
that
it
on
on-
September 30th?
We
Just
could.
oh, yeah, we can put it
yeah.
on there.
knock it out there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope I haven't missed,
Add
I
2
haven't
minutes.
stepped out of line on that. Is that okay, Aaron? Okay,
Thank you.
just so we don't have to keep
Keep-
sending out
yeah.
notifications that it's been updated.
Yep.
Cool.
October 21st.
Yes. All right, and then I would love a motion to adjourn the meeting.
All motion.
Moved by Mrs. McMurray,
Second.
second by Mr. Thompson. Is there any discussion? All right, hearing none, we'll proceed to vote.
McMurray?
Yes.
Thompson?
Yes.
Dillard?
Yes.
Drum?
Yes.
Maines?
Yes.
All right, the time is 7:17 and this meeting